What the fuck? Is this me or is the volume a lot lower? What? Oh, that's why. Okay. Shit! I don't know why I was low on my end. I don't really hope you guys can hear it. Fuck it, we're gonna be recording this. However, I'm not gonna have this in the same way as I normally do. Well, okay, I say normally. I've just started doing something new. Okay, so I'm not gonna. Okay, so editor me, yeah, about this. I'm not going to record it in the way where I can mess with the face cam, because I know that's what we like. I know that's what we like, but I'm kind of running out of content right now, and I don't have enough time to stream everything, to edit everything. So, oh shit. Okay, so hold on. While I'm here, might as well. How about chat? I have so many things open. Got the hiccups. Great. Staying still, eyes closed, let the world just. Actually, no, I'm gonna keep that open. Okay, I'm gonna close that. I'm gonna close that because I don't want to lose that. So okay, so let's now share this on Discord. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Okay, great. Perfect. Okay. Shut up, Lester. Anyway, I'll be right back. And I dropped that. Surprisingly, I don't feel hungover from last night, even though I was drinking last night. So, what I'm gonna be doing. Okay, so this is gonna be another video for GTA 5. So, hello everyone and welcome back to GTA 5. Okay, so just anybody, I'm doing the intro for the video. So, hello everyone and welcome back to GTA 5. Today we're gonna be doing the preparation for Cluck and Bell. So, yeah, it's only going to be for Cluck and Bell. So, just, if anybody joins in, and we're having conversation through that, and it's halfway through the conversation, maybe that should motivate you to start going and watching the live streams, mostly on Twitch and on YouTube and Twitch, mostly Twitch. Remember, before we cut over to the Cluck and Bell prep, we have that goal to get to at least 3,000 hours in watch time by the end of August 2025, and at least 50 followers by the end of August 2025 on Twitch. The 3,000 hours in watch time on YouTube and the 50 followers on Twitch. So yeah, let's go and get over to Cluck and Bell. Okay, so I just need to register as boss, and then we need to go over to Cluck and Bell, which is Vincent all the way over here. That's not where I want to go. I mean, I could go over there, but whatever. Let's just go. Actually, before we go, let's actually go and stock up on some armor. How about that? Okay. I do plan on spending all that money, by the way. I do plan on it. So let's go. I have to be at work at 3, so let's just get all the way over to Vincent, and you know, I could do another video where I'm just where I do what's it called, do the diamond heist again. But also, another thing I need to finish is the Left 4 Dead. I still need to finish Left 4 Dead. I mean, like, the campaign mode. Oh, wait. Hold on, there's a, I need, you know, I don't think I need snacks. I think I can get those all in the way. I just assaulted a man outside the police station. And nobody's doing anything about it. This is why people trust social media more than they do with police officers. Okay, here we go. Wonder how I'm gonna be doing through this. I don't have my glasses. Where are my glasses? I don't like that I don't have my glasses. This is not correct. Appearance.
Hey, you read me out there? I'm sending you the locations of our targets. All of them up to their necks in stolen cash.
Okay, well.
Alright, we're sticking to the same MO as before. Consider this our latest investment round. I'm sure you can persuade these reprobates to bankroll a worthy cause one more time.
Yeah, a worthy cause.
I'm glad you want to hit the cartel again. I wonder if it keeps them awake at night, knowing you might reappear at any moment to diligently fuck their shit up.
I didn't even die to the gang members. I died to a car. You know, I want to make a clip out of that. I want to make a clip out of that. However, I don't think I don't think people are going to take that as like I did it in game, which is something I, you know, yeah, I am going to make a clip out of it, but anyway, let's go. Let's continue going. Here's the thing, for the editing part for this should be easy because I just need to all I need to do is just cut to the is just like cut to when I start and then when I end, and then I have and then after that I just cut to like the beginning of when I start, and then I just immediately go to when I'm done. It's down here. Okay, so yeah. Okay, that was easy. For this won't be so easy. One more. Come on. I don't have my... Oh, it's right here. Okay, I was about to say I don't have that. I don't have my duffel bag on me. Okay, also the clocking bell doesn't take too long to do, so I should be able to finish this. Also, another thing, as I've stated, I'm going to start like doing Twitch streams longer than YouTube streams now, because YouTube doesn't like it when I listen to music, because how dare I like music. So, but Twitch is completely fine with it, so long as I'm the one who's going to put it on and not someone else. So, or at least that's what I'm gathering from. You know, if I can get past this would be great. I hate when I'm on this. That worked. Okay, I heal more when I'm on this, so it's one of the reasons why I've been choosing this. Shit! This is the one vehicle where it's like I don't need. Yeah, I ranked up to Kingpin. Yay, the same rank I've been at for a while. There we go. Okay, so you know what I've realized is that the entire reason why I want to do this, do like the separate face cam thing, is because I want to mess with the editing part. It's like the last time. However, No, last time. No, the last time. Shit, what am I talking about? But then when I was it's because I want to mess around with the face cam. But then when I was editing, I realized the watermark is still there, and for some reason people get extremely triggered with the watermark. And I don't understand why. It's just a watermark. Why do I have that out? Why you do that? Why did you choose caps lock? Well, that destroyed my stuff.
I gotta reload, baby. Shit! Who got hit? I'm reloading. You're dead, fool.
Give me a moment. Just while I'm here. But anyway, yeah, because I want to listen to music while doing this.
Force Mutual, how can I be of service? I think we can handle that.
Okay. Okay, let me just heal up. Isn't there one more? Yeah, there's one more. Here it is. Like, what the fuck? And what is my aim? But yeah, because I want to listen to music and YouTube doesn't like it when you listen to music. It absolutely like I don't know who's working at YouTube that may like who's working at like the office of YouTube or something like that who hates music so much. Like, I swear, they're slowly turning into Footloose. Watch the movie Footloose. If you don't understand it, premise is the entire town where music is outlawed. Whereas and you may be thinking, well, wait, there's some music still here. There's some music there. You can look up music on YouTube. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. And in Footloose, they do the same thing where it's like, oh, but this music's fine. It's only when other people play the music it's bad. It's like... A good example of this is that it will take a random sound that you take in here, and it'll be like, wait, this sound... Like, you'll be like, hi, and it'll be like, wait a minute. That word sounds like another word that's used in a song. Copyright, claim him. Or copyright strike him, whatever. Either one.
I will fuck you. Oh shit! We gotta move.
Okay.
What you need, boss? Some wheels? I can bring them around. It's on the way.
I'll fucking. Whoa!
There we go. And if we're like in a biker gang, and we stay in formation, what's it called? All my health and all of my like body armor will heal. Bitch, out of my way! Like, what part? Why can't you drive? I swear, people in this game don't drive fast enough. They're like going like one meter per second. I mean, hold on. no, they're going like 1 centimeter per hour, and then all of a sudden you go at like 30 miles per hour, which is slow even over here, and people will get you a ticket for that. Like, what the fuck? Yesterday I almost got into a crash because there was this person that was going extremely slow, like right behind me, and I'm like, I need to get into the next lane. Okay, I'll get into the next lane right now. I'm looking through my mirror. I'm looking through my mirror. I'm looking behind me. Okay, this person's going extremely slow. I put my turn signal on to go into that lane. They decide then to speed up, and I almost get into a crash.
Now we got the money to take these guys down again. We're just getting started.
So yeah.
Keep it in their pants. After shaking yourself out of a wide-eyed stare, you realize that it's simply impossible for something good to come from anything that small.
There we go.
Hey, it's me.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm gonna go over to get. I'm gonna go and do that again. But yeah, I almost got into a crash because of that. The amount of people, I swear, like, I don't understand, like, when people do this, like, because, like, and no, this isn't me being a bad driver, like, it's not even just that, but there are people, like, I'm not joking, I was like, right in front of this person, or right behind this person, actually, no. Yeah, right behind this person. I'm losing perception of where the fuck I was. And we're like and traffic's like backed up a lot because there's construction, and the light turns green. The millisecond it turns green. I'm not joking. I'm not exaggerating when I say it's the millisecond it turns green. Guy starts honking at the person from him. We're like I'm like 26th in line or something like that. Okay, I'm like 26th in line, and because of how slow traffic is, it's not going to go any fast. It's going to go even slower because of construction. Now, because of the construction, I'm thinking to myself, this guy is thinking to himself that he's gonna go faster if he just has like me. It's not gonna work like that. It's not gonna work like that. He's gonna he's still going to I don't know what, like, I honestly don't know why he was in a hurry. I don't know why he was in a hurry, but and for all I don't like the amount of reasons that people can be in a hurry for, I don't know, but no reason should be why you should just start being an asshole and just start honking at people in front of you when there's traffic and there is construction and the traffic making the traffic extremely slow. There's no reason that you should be honking at the person in front of you. What made this funny to me, actually, and the thing is that this actually ended up being really funny, because what made it really funny to me was the fact that after he like when the light turned green, he ended up going forward, but he was like he ended up being like right at the stoplight. I was behind him, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, so he's just gonna speed like right through. No, what does he do? He goes on his phone. I can see this. He's going on his phone, and he sits there like halfway through the green light, and then notices it, and then just books it. And I'm thinking to myself, why did you do this? Why did you get so mad about it being late, or you were such in a rush or something like that? I don't know what you were in. You were such in a rush, but when it came time for your turn to go, you were just like, nah, it's fine. Like, the fuck? The person, you were honking at the person in front of you like as if it was their fault. But when it came time for your turn to go, well, you just
Okay, let's get the laptop. Our target's image.
you just completely just stayed in one place.
Avoid some inconvenience.
Okay, hold on. Let's see if we can find him. He's usually he.
Maricón. Go home, man.
Okay, here he is.
That's our target. You see the laptop?
¡Tú, pinche idiota!
Information on that laptop is invaluable. It's gonna tell us the perfect time to strike.
There. Okay, now I gotta go over there. But there's that. And then there's like the guy with like the brights on. And the problem is I can't ever tell this to my dad because he's always like, well, you just need to make yourself more visible. Yeah, there's visible, but the problem is there's making yourself visible, and then there's making everyone else on the fucking road blind. Here's the thing, like, here's a good example. Like, okay, yes, the lights are to make you more visible, but here's the thing. Okay, let's use a gun for example. You know how they have like those flashlights on the gun? If I am to take that and aim it at you and shine it in your eye, can you see where I am? No, all you see is just a blinding light. There is making yourself visible, and then there's blinding the person in front of you. That's the problem. When you're like at a stoplight, I don't think that's a good time for you to have like the brightest shit ever. I don't think that's a good time to like have like the brightest lights in the world when you're like at a stoplight. Like maybe like when you're driving away, or maybe like when you're driving like in a dark road or something like that. Yeah, sure, that's when your brights can be on. But like when you're like right behind somebody and you're in like a truck that's high enough for the lights to shine right through the back window, that is not a good time to have your lights on.
Keep your eyes out for the terabyte. I'm sending you the image I have on file.
And also, there's another thing that my dad says. It's like, oh yeah, it's good to keep your lights on when you're like during the day.
So let's pay
Why? Oh, to make you more visible. The lights are not going to make you more visible. You can, if I am to shine it's like if I go into a bright lit room and I'm like, oh, I can't see. Let me turn on my flashlight. Flashlight's not going to add shit.
of your very own military-industrial complex on wheels.
Okay, it's over here somewhere, I believe. I was hearing it. was hearing it. Was I hearing it around here? It wasn't over here. It was somewhere else. But that's the thing I don't get. Like, people say, like, look, I get, make yourself more visible. But there is a threshold of which... There's a threshold of which you can reach where it's no longer making yourself visible. And you're just blinding the person. Well, fuck. When I look back, boy, I must have been green. Bopping in the country, fishing in the streams, looking for an answer, trying to find a sign. until I saw your city lights. Honey, I was blind. They said, get back, honky cat. Living in the woods ain't where it's at. It's like trying to find gold in a sofa mine. It's like trying to drink whiskey. Oh, from a bottle of wine. Oh, I've read some books and I've read some magazines about those high-class ladies down in New Orleans, and all the fools at home, they said I wouldn't go. Oh, believe in the Lord, that's the only rule. I don't know. I don't know the rest of the song. I probably messed up the rest of the... Probably messed up the entire song doing that, but still. It's getting late. Have you seen my maids? Well, tell me when the boys get here. It's 7 o'clock and I wanna rock. Wanna get a belly full of beer. My old man's a drunkard than... Okay, even the game's punishing me for singing. Okay. Okay, so best course of action is kill the guy on like that's at the top. Like he's on like the ledge. First things first, kill that guy. Because he's gonna make my life hell if I don't do that. I forgot it was that close.
Last time, find which one of those gentlemen have the key and liberate it by any means necessary.
Well, Papa had them 40 thieves, Sherazade had 1,000 tails. Master, you're in luck, 'cause up your sleeves you got a brand of magic never fails. Of course, you just had to move. You got some power in your corner now. Semi-ammunition in your camp. You got to punch pizzazz all ooh and how, and all you gotta do is rub that lamp, and I'll say, Mr. Aladdin, sir, what will your pleasure be? Let me take your order, jot it down. You ain't never had a friend like me. Life is your restaurant, and I'm your maitre d'. You wanna whisper what it is you want? You ain't never had a friend like me. Yes, sir, we pride ourselves on service. You're the boss, the king, the shop. I hate the honking. Boss, the king, the shop. Say what you wish, it's yours, true dish. How about a little more baklava? Try some of column A, try all of column B. I'm in the mood to help you, dude. You ain't never had a friend like me. Wahaha, oh my, wahaha. No, wahaha, ha ha ha. Can your friends do this? Can your friends do that? Can your friends pull this out of the little hat? Can your friends go abracadabra and let them rip and then make something disappear? So you sit there and suck jog buggy eyed. I'm here to answer all your midday prayers. You're a Bonin Vita certified. You got a genie with the time affairs. Got a powerful urge to help you out, so which wish I really want to know. You got a list that's 3 miles long, no doubt, so all you gotta do is roll like so, ho. Mr. Aladdin, sir, have a wish or 2 or 3. I'm on the job, you big nabob. You ain't never had a friend, never had a friend. You ain't never had a friend, never had a friend. Never had a friend like me.
You motherfucker!
Got the keys? Then please admit yourself aboard.
You cocksucker! Te voy a asesinar!
Okay, well, I guess we're doing this now.
All aboard? Then as you approach the signals, hit them with that hacking device. And remember to keep
Yeah, but as I was saying, yeah, there is a fine line between making yourself visible and blinding the shit out of somebody. You know what? There's this YouTube channel that talks about like how you would not survive a there are horror movies that you just flat out would not survive. And honestly, I'm all for it because there's a lot of people out there that are like, oh no, I'd win. I'm built different. I know how to do this. But then I'm just like, you are going against an eldritch god here. You know, a thing that could easily just snap your neck by just thinking about you. Tell me, how would you survive? Because tell me, how would you survive that? There's an eldritch god that... Hold on. I gotta... Oh, okay. I thought that it was the boys. But it's like, tell me exactly, how would you survive, a random person in this scenario, just a random normal person in this scenario, how would you survive it? Which is another thing. I think that's the reason why a lot of people, think that they would survive is because they think that they will be the main character. Yet there are several, what's it called? Several horror movies where that proves that where the main character just flat out dies, or at least they just don't, or at least even if they don't die, they just don't win. Good example, Krampus. He doesn't win. He gets exactly what he wants in the end, where he's like, I want my family back, but then the movie ends with him realizing, oh no, they're still trapped with Krampus, and it zooms out to show that Krampus has them inside their snow globe. He won at the end. He won in the end. Like, there are several of them where I'm like, even if they don't die, they just flat out don't win. They flat out don't win, or they think that they won, but then they come to the sudden realization that no, they did not. They in fact did not win. Okay, so next I need to get the weapons and armor. So to find continue with time affairs. Got a powerful urge to help you. Okay, I got that song stuck in my head. But yeah, I'm sometimes I just want to know like that's the problem here. A lot of people think that, but because they just assume that they're just the main character. They just assume that they're just gonna be the main character, but in reality, no, they would just be a random person just sitting there, just being there, just being like, oh, I'm just a random person. I don't have the powers of plot armor like the main character does. You're just a person. You're just you. Sure, you can use all your knowledge, but still. But still, it's not gonna help. Okay, there we go. Also, wait, hold on. Let me just there we go. Okay. Collection of weapons. A 21 million? Really? I didn't even notice that. But yeah, a lot of people just think that they just have plot armor. Not even just see what's another one. Not to mention that there's even people in real life that think that they would survive a certain event, but in reality they would not, because because what they fail to realize is there is a big difference between what you think is going to happen and what is actually going to happen. There's a big difference. Oh, I think I'm gonna. Oh yeah, I'm gonna win. Yeah, you think you are. You're not, because what exactly are you gonna do? And I noticed, because there's a lot of people that thinks, thinks, well yeah, well, let's go with that, that think that they won't fall for anything, yet they fall for the most basic shit ever. And I know this because I'm one of them. I fall for the most basic things ever. I fall for like the dumbest shit ever. Am I gonna name it? No, it's too embarrassing. But still. Because isn't there like an entire like thing where it's like it's a mimic? It will mimic may not mimic exactly like your friend exactly, or as someone that you know exactly, but it will do it enough to get you to recognize it and be like, okay, I understand that this is not exactly what it looks like, so I'm gonna make myself a bit more like it. Okay. You fuck. So yeah, there's a big difference between what you think is gonna happen, what's actually gonna happen. Not me though. I know what to do.
Morse Mutual, we're here to help. I'll do my best.
You know what to do. Congratulations. But not me though. I would just mentally mentally stop it. I'm that mentally strong. You can't even stop yourself from crying when your favorite thirst trap reveals that they have a partner. Like, you can't sit there and tell me, hey, I know I'm mentally strong. I can just block whatever telepathic shit they're doing. Meanwhile, there you are also just begging on your knees. No, it should have been saying no. It should have been me. When your favorite VTuber, suddenly it turns out that they're married, or they have a boyfriend, or they have a partner, or they have a girlfriend. Who knows? Or you can't even mentally hold it together when you find out that your favorite content creator or influencer suddenly it is revealed that they actually don't find either gender attractive. So yeah. This one's kind of tricky. There is a way to do this without okay, that's as far as I can get before everything starts going to shit.
It has to be hard on these guys, getting so thoroughly screwed twice.
Twice. This is not twice.
These targets should have an ample supply of weapons and gear. Keep an eye on your six. Reinforcements inbound.
No fucking way!
Kit secure. Bring it all back to the locker.
Get to some cover! What the fuck? Damn!
Like, for example, a YouTuber will come out and say, "Hey, I don't find people sexually attractive. I'm not attracted to that, to literally anything." And all of a sudden, people are gonna be like, people are like, oh no, why are you like this? No, 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 no. You just probably haven't. And it's like, why does this affect you? How this doesn't affect you in any way? Why are you telling them this? Which is another thing. I never understood that. Like, how does this affect you? Like, when families would always be like, no, 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 you're not. It's fine. You just probably haven't found the right person yet. All of that. Like, why does this affect you? Why is this? Why do you get so angry with this? And you cannot bring religion into this, because I'm pretty sure there's no part in the Bible that literally says, hey, being gay is a sin. I'm pretty sure there is not any point in there. Not to mention that, like, okay, like if you're conservative, I think, I don't remember why'd you get on that side. I specifically stopped over here to whatever for that, but I'm over here like, why do you do this? Why do you care so much? And people are like, well, I won't have, and then and some of those parents and those families would say, oh, well, I want grandchildren or something like that. And I'm over here thinking, why do you want grandchildren? And it's usually the same reason. It's like, oh, because I want to show my love. You already finished your job. You've already finished your job. You've done your job. Why do you want to force them into a lifestyle that you have shown them over and over and over again that you've hated? That's a horrible lifestyle. Because these are the same. Because I want to state, these are the same people that will tell their kids that they hate, that there is a disappointment, that they're horrible, that they wish that they never had them, that having children is horrible. But then when their child is old enough, or they're like, oh, okay, so when are you gonna give me grandchildren? Why do you want this? You've already done your job. You've shown them that this is a horrible lifestyle to. You've shown them that this is a horrible lifestyle. It may not be, but their perception of it because of you is not good. And not to mention, you're like, oh, well, I will do it right this time. Why didn't you do it the first time? You had many years to fix it. You had many years to do what you thought was right. And yes, you did exactly everything correct. It's not their fault that your perception of failure is horrible. These are also most likely the same people that you will get an A- on, and they will force you to go and they will just like force you to go and redo it all again. Because if their perception of failure is that, then who knows? What is more perception of failure? What's the rest of their perception of it? I'm driving away. No. Also, that brings up another question. That brings up another thing. The people that get mad at you, like people who will tell you that you're a failure because you got an A- on an assignment, are the reason why people cheat on tests. They are the reason why people cheat on tests, because these people don't care about how much work you put in. They only care about the end result. They only care about the result that comes in. Like, you'll study as hard as you want.
You calling for some wheels?
You'll study for as hard as you, not as hard as you want, but as hard as you can.
Bring it to you.
You'll study your ass off. You will do nothing. You will sacrifice everything just to get that grade. Your social life, your actual work life, just so you can get like an A, just so you can get an A or an A+. And those same people will be like, oh, you didn't get an A+, you're a failure. You don't know what you're doing. You're never gonna make it in life. Those are the same people. So what do? You realize no amount of studying is gonna get me what I need. So I guess I'm going to, instead of working my ass off, I'm just going to cheat and take the easy route, because taking the hard route is never going to get me to where I need to go, because these people don't, because this person that I look up to, that tells me, that has raised me all my life, is telling me that I'm not good enough. So I guess I'll just take the easy route if the hard route's not going to do anything. And then lo and behold, easy route comes, they cheat on a test, they get an A+, and all of a sudden, the person that has raised them, and their parental figure, is now proud of them, saying, see, I told you, all you had to do was just get an A. Because the thing is, like, you can show them that you are working. You can show them that you're trying, that you're studying, that you're trying. And you know what they're going to tell you? I don't want to hear that you're trying. I don't ever want to hear that phrase ever again. I don't ever want to hear that you're trying. So, what's the best option? Cheat. Because they only care about the end result. They don't care about how you did it. This is one of the reasons why a lot of competitions are usually bribed with money. Are usually like the winners are usually the people that have bribed the most.
Sending surveillance footage of the gangs I found. Check them out. Now remember, these are the same groups from whom you may have acquired your equipment.
It's why a lot of Emmy awards or Golden Globe awards go to they don't even go to like movies that people liked the most. They just go to whoever wanted to whoever just had the most money. Not even which movie made the most. It's just if that person has more money, then they won. They made that movie, so therefore they won. I'm not saying all of them. I say most. I'm saying most of these people. What is this game? He crashed into me, so he had to die. Look, he had to die. He crashed into me. You know what? They should do for like a Halloween thing. They should just have like all the ghosts of all the NPCs that you have killed just come after you. We'd be so dead. Nobody would be, no one would ever play. No one would ever play again. No, but then you should also have like all the ghosts of your past lives before you died. Like for all the times you died, just come and help you. What if I did that? And also another thing that's fucked about the reason why people cheat, is also because your entire validation on how people perceive you, on whether or not you're allowed to like throughout all of school, whether or not you are considered to be a good person, is determined on a letter. Oh, there's a like, for a good example of this, like some games they will grade you on some stuff. Like they'll give you grades, but how many of you really ever pay attention to the grades that are in a game? How many of you guys ever really pay attention to those? No, you just pay attention to the fun in the game. You pay attention to that. They may be thinking, well, why don't we just do the same thing for the school? Oh, trust me. I have been constantly told, oh yeah, you should just do that. But you want to know what constantly happens?
The vehicle
It's not fun. It's not fun. It's just no, you're not allowed to have fun. You have to feel like that you're in a prison. You have to, your entire thing is based on a grade, based on a letter. You're not allowed to think. You're not allowed to think for yourself. We do that for you. All that. And the education system has failed because is already failed. It's not failing us. It's already failed. You want to know how I know? Because how many of you, when you graduate school, when you graduate high school, you think to yourself, because you got that option of whether or not you want to go to college or not, right? So when you're out of high school, how many of you think to yourself, "Yay, I'm finally out. I never have to learn again"? A lot of people think that. A lot of people think that.
Man down! Check a wall! Mendoza's hit! Mendoza's been fucking hit!
I expect these gentlemen will be thrilled to see you again.
You cocksucker! Semper Fi, motherfucker!
No, I don't want a shepherd pie. Bitch.
You scumbag!
Where's my up and atomizer?
I'm a fuck.
Wait, where's my up and atomizer? Where's the up and atomizer? Where is it? Do I just not have it? There we go.
You fucked with the wrong soldier! Dick!
Once you acquire the getaway vehicle, deliver it to the garage near the factory.
Shit. Well, at least I got it out. Okay.
Hide behind stuff until he stops shooting!
Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I just need to get to the there we go. Tracks. There we go. Now we just need to drive all the way to the garage and we're good. So yeah.
Excellent choice. We're not in any rush out there, so feel free to pay the other gangs a visit and evaluate their cars too. You will be appropriately compensated for any extra vehicles you bring back.
Here we go. I want to state that the live action Aladdin movie was good. I just want to state that Robin Williams was more like, I know that Robin Williams died in 2015, but I just want to state, yes, I did like the Genie. The songs were a bit better, were better. However, Robin Williams was a performer, and like he performed. Am I even going the right way? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? I don't know what I'm thinking. I was going the right way. Like this is the right way. It's just the safer route. It's the safer route. It may be longer, but it's the safer route. But I just want to state that Robin Williams was like more of a performer. Yes, it was animated. Yes, I understand that. But I'm just saying this because the reason why is because, like, for example, in Prince Ali, the song, he didn't really, do that much dancing. He was like standing on like a platform for a bit, and then just like changed like 2 places. Like with all the CGI and all the animation that they're desperately trying to put into movies, why not just like make them look to be more like he's a genie? Because I just want to state, like, the way how Will Smith acted as Genie was good, but it just felt like a person who was it felt like a person who was acting as a genie. It didn't feel like an actual genie. Like, cause that's the thing about movies, is that you want to feel like immersed in the movie, right? You want to feel immersed in the movie. That's the thing. That's the way how it's supposed to be. However, when stuff like that happens where like you can tell that the person is like not like the way how they're performing is not like not the way you would way how like a magical creature would act, because you would be thinking that because here we have like a guy that's supposed to like that looks like that they can, like in the new Aladdin movie where in the Friend Like Me song, it changed some of the lyrics saying like when it says can your friends go, and then instead of it being like a little bit silent for a bit like in the original movie, can your friends go, whoo, oh, look at here. Can your friends go abracadabra, let them rip, and then make something disappear? That they changed the lyrics of that, because instead of that now, it's like him beatboxing and saying, "I'm the genie of the lamp. I can rap. I can rap, sing, dance if you give me a chance." It says that, and then here we have him getting a chance and not doing that, and not doing that. Like what was like there was all that performance in the cave. What happened to that performance now? And I mean, yeah, sure, he's trying to like pretend to be mortal, but here's the thing. In the original movie, he actually goes in, like the genie does go and perform. Then make something disappear, so don't you sit there slack-jawed, buggy-eyed. I'm here to answer all your midday prayers. Bone vegan certified, yeah, genie with the brown face.
Will be in touch. A perfectly sound getaway vehicle.
Yes, almost home. No. Okay. Oh, we're all the way back here. Fuck. Let's take the detour.
Excellent. I've been investigating.
I'm gonna let him talk to this.
Workers Park, and fortunately for us, the garage seems to get completely ignored. Your getaway car will remain undisturbed until it's time for the raid.
Yeah, but that's what I'm having. That's what I'm thinking. All right. Okay, let's get back. We're almost back. We're almost back. It's fine. Here we are. I was really hoping that that would work. No. I like how there's like a lot of theories on shit that shouldn't even be like oh, but that's impossible. How can they do this? And it's like we have an all-knowing, all-powerful creature here, and you're asking me how they can, you're questioning on how they can do this stuff. I'm pretty sure it's it's kind of in the description of all-knowing and all-powerful. What the fuck is this? Are these? Okay, it's 10:45, and the thing is, like, Merrick wanted to get on today. Merrick was like, "Yeah, we can get on today," and I was like, "Okay, great." Also, I went to the brew yesterday, and I went and drank. Here's the thing: they did not ask me for my ID. I was so confused. They usually do. However, they didn't ask. Stunts are completed with even more elegance and grace. That was more elegant and more graceful. Yeah, but whatever happened to like just flat out getting comedians to do like something that's supposed to be comedic? Like I know that they do with Gabriel Iglesias, like he's a really funny guy, but like for example, like I brought up Robin Williams, he was a comedian. Why didn't and they brought him up for the genie? Why don't they just do that again? Why don't they not I look, I know he's dead. I know he's dead. I know that he's no longer with us. But why don't we bring up like John Mulaney for stuff? He's funny. Okay, I know that he voiced Jack Horner in Puss in Boots, but bring him back. Or Jeff Dunham. He can do different voices. Different. He's really good at different voices.
Details incoming. Meanwhile, make your way to the Cluck and Bell outlet on Innocence Boulevard.
I'm going here, and I could just go to the place because he says if you already know where it is by heart, then just go. And yet I can't do this. It won't let me. It literally will not let me go there.
GPS location. Get in there, destabilize the vehicles, and find a key card. Keep in mind, if you grab a uniform on the way, you can infiltrate the garage without drawing as much attention. Honestly, you've done this so many times that you probably know which depot they use to load the drugs by heart. If you know where to go, be my guest. No point wasting time hacking those vans. Unless you want one of those outfits, of course. You see those vans? Stay on them and use the hacker to transfer the GPS data. Did you think that hacking device only works on train signals? No way! This is some multi-purpose apparatus. If you can find more vans to hack, we can get a clearer signal. Hey, if you take possession of a uniform, it might allow you some discretion at the garage. It was only a matter of time till they realized they'd been hacked. Watch yourself. We've got the location.
Because it's different every time. The game's like, oh yeah, if you already know where you're going, then you can just go there. And then it doesn't let you go there. And it's like, oh, sorry, you thought it was here? No, it's actually across the map.
This is part of a bigger attack.
That's for running into me.
Question, can you stealth this operation? If so, we can hit the factory without them suspecting a thing. Just disable the vehicles, find a key card, and wipe the CCTV when you're done. On the other hand, you can go in guns blazing. You'll be blowing your cover for the final raid, but if that's how you want to do it, go ahead.
Something I also don't understand is when people say, "Oh, I'm 0.0000001% insert this ethnicity here, so I'm offended." I don't think if you're that much, if you have that little of that ethnicity in there, I don't think you should really vouch for them, because the reason why is because those same people that say that are the same people that when if you offend them, but then someone from that exact country with that exact ethnicity, a 100% that ethnicity says, "Oh, I don't really think that's offensive. It's actually kind of funny." Those people that are like, "Oh, I'm offended," will tell them to shut up.
It will be a major asset when we hit the factory.
Like, what's like, for example, what's how what would I like what like what's a good example of this? There was a guy who is Canadian who is selling tacos from a taco truck. Somebody's gonna go up and get mad about the fact that someone who's not Mexican is selling Mexican food. I know it's stupid, right? But let me finish, okay? Because I understand how stupid this is. And that person that's coming up that gets mad about this says that they're like 0.0005% Mexican. But then somebody comes up and says, but then someone who's from Mexico, who was born and raised there, comes up and says, "Actually, this is really good food. I quite like this." The person that said that they're 0.005% Mexican will tell them to shut up, that they have no right to be talking about this, that they don't know anything about it, even though it's like they just said that they were born and raised there and they like it. It's just like how they made it at home and you're mad about it. Keep in mind, the people that usually get offended by this will be like, for example, let's say tacos will always say, "This is not how it's supposed to be made. This doesn't taste like it at all." Those people are usually the people who go to like restaurants, who will go to like, will only eat the type of tacos from like school. You know, the ones where where the shells are like the most stale things, like the most stale thing known to man, and the meat is like the blandest thing known to man, and there's no like seasoning put on it. You know, those are the only like tacos that they will ever have had, and they'll be like, I eat authentic Mexican food because and so I know what I'm talking about. But meanwhile, they will be only eating stuff from like something that they just like got from like school, and that was the last time they ever had a taco. To be honest, I could have used any other like ethnicity in this, but that was like the first thing that came to mind.
Good. When we hit the factory, that's gonna simplify things.
I'm also getting all of this because, well, you know, why can't I ever keep the drills? The drills really seem like that they would work. Like, seriously, you would think that a drill would work. What does the first ever like electric drill look like? I know what a drill looks like when that's not electric. I just want to know what an electric drill looks like. I can just imagine that there's actually a gas powered drill where you have to go like to the gas station and be like, "Oh, hey, I would like $20 on pump 5. Oh, cool. I don't see a car out there. Oh no, I'm refilling my drill." Now you may be thinking, "Oh, well, $20 on pump $20, that seems kind of pricey." Yeah, well now, not too far into the future with how things are going and how inflation's working, I will not be surprised. That's going to be a reality. Or maybe it's going to be such a reality that it's going to cost more just for a single gallon of gas. Oh, not to mention, I also forgot to get this as well. But yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
CCTV footage will both sleep easier. We can't surprise the factory if they know someone's coming for them.
Also, another thing, when internet, if you were to get mad at somebody for something, instead of telling them that what they're doing is wrong, can you tell? Can, instead of telling them that what they're doing is wrong, can you also tell them why what they're doing is wrong? Because there's a good chance that, like, I will say, oh, I like Chick-fil-A, and people will be like, no, Chick-fil-A is bad, and I'll be like, why is it bad? Chick-fil-A is bad. Okay, why is it bad? I'm not gonna stop supporting this until I'm told why it's bad. I like Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is nice. I like the sandwiches from there. I also like the fries. The fries are nice. Why is it bad? I'm saying this because a certain comedian got in trouble for, not in trouble, but a lot of people got mad at him because he said that he put a hashtag for Chick-fil-A in his in like a Twitter, in like a tweet or something like that. I don't care. That's called X. I am gonna continue calling it Twitter. Because what are you supposed to say? Like, oh yeah, he tweeted out a post like that. What am I supposed to say? He X'd out a post. Like I will refer to it as X sometimes, but I'm still gonna refer to it as Twitter. Like, I've gotten used to the fact that it's called X now. I want to state that I've gotten used to that. Okay, I have gotten used to it. But however, calling it X, I will call it occasionally, but I won't call it that. I won't call it that all the time. Can we bring Vine? And also, you know, I was about to say, can we bring Vine back? But then I stopped myself because I realized there's people that want, like, I remember when Vine died, and a lot of people were really sad about it, and they're like, bring Vine back. And I was on that. I was with them. I was like, yeah, bring Vine back. Years later, there's still people that are saying that, but I'm over here thinking, we have TikTok, and I know what people are gonna say. I know they're gonna say, no, TikTok's not the same. I'm gonna tell you guys this right now. You say that it's not the same because it's so different, because there's so many bad things on it. Where do you think they got it from? They learned it. A lot of the people that started on TikTok, they went over to TikTok, started from Vine. Vine is when started. It was kind of what started this entire thing. It started like before it was even before Musically, but then Musically became TikTok, and then now we have all these other stuff. But here's the thing. That's like, if we bring Vine back, you think that all that stuff that is on TikTok now is just not gonna go over there? No, they're gonna go over to a bunch of people are gonna find out about that and be like, oh, I'm gonna do the same thing I was doing on TikTok. But anyway, for the video portion of this, thank you guys for watching. Show this to other people, recommend this channel to other people, join Discord, link is in the description, join my Twitch, link is also in the description. Thank you guys for watching. That's gonna be it, and goodbye. Goodbye. I'm gonna go use the restroom again, and then I'm gonna come back. for that. Okay, we've got at least an hour with that. Now. Thank you. Okay, so let's go and let's just go and drive over to our next place that we want to do. Let's go in. I'm gonna go and prep for let's go and prep for what's it called, Diamond Heist. But actually, you know, I'm gonna end the stream here. I'm gonna end the YouTube section here. So for all those people that are on YouTube that are watching right now, I'm on Twitch. So a link is in the description. So thank you guys for watching. Share this to other people. Recommend this to other people. Join Discord. Link is in the description. Join my Twitch. Link is in the description. Remember that we got that goal. So remember that we got that goal to get to at least 3,000 hours of watch time on YouTube by the end of August 2025, and at least 50 followers on Twitch by the end of August 2025. You guys watching, that'll be it. Goodbye.